My family and I were watching the World Cup where, in the middle of the halftime show, there came a beautiful ad. There was Gordon Ramsay, my childhood idol, my hero, because I really like to cook. He obviously also really likes to cook, and he's pretty good at it, and he's gone all over the world and done it. So, what advice, what beautiful recipe is he going to share with us here? I thought, wow, beautiful. They paid Gordon finally. He's mainstream enough to be in the World Cup in one of the biggest ads. Beautiful. Let's see. He's holding a bag of fucking Uber Eats, of Postmates, or whichever one, they're all the same. He goes to some family. He he goes to the guy cooking, and he says, "Who would cook at a time like this, you donut?" And then he hands him the delivery. Gordon, I hate delivery food, Ramsay. Gordon, cooking at home is cheaper, easier, and healthier, Ramsay. Gordon, anyone can cook, Ramsay. Gordon James Ramsay served in an ad where he fucking delivers the Uber Eats food and then gives it to the gentleman, therefore signifying that, hey, fuck you if you cook, especially during the World Cup. Here, have this delivery instead, have this Uber Eats instead. Okay, initially I was absolutely fuming about this. Recently, I'm not too mad about it because if you watch the Boiling Point documentary from 1999, it was recorded in 1998 partially, you see that he's been doing things like this for a very long time. Gordon Ramsay partnered with Bramley Apples in 1998, and he put like a different apple. He put a Granny Smith apple in the middle of all the other apples, and then he tricked the food like reviewers by cooking with a different type of apple, and he got paid £5,000, 5,000 of the Queen's British pounds at the time, which is a lot of money for like half an hour of work. And even then he trolled them. So because he didn't really believe, like he didn't give a fuck. Obviously he didn't believe very strongly in that Apple company, or else he wouldn't have used a different Apple to promote them. So things like this have been happening for a while. With Gordon, he's like, yeah, I have bills to pay. I'm gonna take the advertisement, I'm gonna kind of troll. Right now, his net worth is something like 300 million US dollars, and that's like the last time I checked. So I don't think there was any need to take this ad, let's say, but the paycheck must have been pretty fucking big. Now, unfortunately, all the little retards who only know Gordon Ramsay off of, what's it called? Off of like TikTok shorts, donut, all off of this. They will begin to think that Gordon Ramsay is the funny guy, he's a celebrity, and they will forget about his legacy as like all the things he did, all the places he traveled, all the cooking shows. They will forget about all that, because here he is with the Uber Eats bag. Who would cook at a time like this? Here you go, you donut. I kind of disagree, let's just say, and I think Gordon himself disagrees. I know Gordon himself disagrees because at other times, at like other holidays, he's made so much content and so many shows and so many like episodes on just cooking for the holidays and for different special events, and especially for times like this, like a big event like the fucking World Cup watch party. Like, hey, here's this easy platter of shit you can make. Don't order food because that takes all the fun out of it. And now who would cook at a time like this? You donut. Here you go. So a little bit of cognitive dissonance there. It's not cognitive dissonance. I think he's just bullshitting for the ad. But right now, like, it's still a little bit unlucky because he definitely does not need the money for this. So why am I so against this Uber Eats system? It's the price, it's the lifestyle, and it's the actual quality of the food. Let's go over these individually. Number one is the price. The price is fucking interesting. Luckily enough, there's like all these deals that they do. I don't know the ins and outs of it too well because I don't fucking order Uber Eats. I think like my family have ordered off of it like maybe once when it came out to like test a promotion or something. But speaking of promotions, yeah, they do a lot of these promotions that make it easier to deliver and to order the food, and it makes it cheaper for you. And it's like, hey, $0 delivery price over a certain amount. Cool. The problem is that if you order from an actual good restaurant, they're gonna be expensive as fuck these days. And so the problems that come up with eating out, haha, eating out, lol. The problems that come with eating at a restaurant will bleed over here into the Uber Eats, the Postmates, Deliveroo, whatever the fuck you want to call it, into that sector as well, because, well, it's gonna be expensive as fuck, plus the delivery fee, which you can avoid a few times, but not all of the time. So essentially, what does that leave us with? Sure, it's expensive, but what if I can just do the fast food? I can just do fucking Wendy's or Grubhub. Wait, Grubhub, is that still a thing? I have no idea. I remember they made that ad in 2020, or like around then. Anyways, so you can order from like fucking Wendy's or Popeyes or any of these places. If you order fast food, Uber Eats, consistently, and you're not someone who's genuinely like working 12 hours a day, just founding some disgustingly complex like code and AI, so you genuinely can't leave the house. If that's not you and you're ordering this shit, please fuck off. Please get off the channel, because that's just morally opposed to everything that we stand for here. So the price is really fucking expensive because restaurants are really fucking expensive these days. Or you can go the fast food route, but if you Uber Eats fast food, that brings us on to the second point, because now you've skipped the price, but you've gone on to number 2 thing, which is lifestyle. What type of fucking lifestyle are you gonna lead when you order food delivered to your house and it's not even good food? Some foods are meant to be delivered, right? In Hungary, when I was very young, sometimes we would have pizzas delivered, that's a fairly common thing, and sometimes we would have a sushi little box thing delivered. It wasn't like the modern day sushi, it was like the, as in like what everyone knows now, it's like, oh, 100 or fucking everything, and then they had like kimmedai, red snapper, fucking sea urchin, salmon roe. It's like the most exotic things ever, and they just fuck it, like it, and people like pretend like it's just normal. I don't know. On one hand, it's really cool that all these like more like niche ingredients are getting given recognition, and on the other hand, it's kind of cringe because it seems like they're going under. Nice. It seems almost fell over there. It seems like they're going kind of underappreciated because everyone's like, oh yeah, here's fucking red snapper, bluefin halibut, fucking sea urchin roll. It's been glazed with miso soy, and then topped with a fucking A5 Wagyu olive, dry aged, 90-day rib cap. So, anyways, it wasn't that type of sushi. It was like a cucumber roll, a salmon roll with like a thin fucking piece of salmon that's as long as my finger. So, you know, it was like the more simpler, like just cut roll sushi and pizzas. That's fine to get delivered as like a special occasion thing, like maybe once a fucking month when no one can be asked to cook and everyone's genuinely fucking exhausted, everyone's genuinely really busy, like once a month. When you make it a regular thing, I'm convinced that you just want to kill yourself. I haven't actually done this because I would know the implications, but I swear, I don't need to have, I haven't actually done this, I mean, I haven't, like, consistently ordered fucking delivery food because it's, yeah, but whenever I see someone go outside of their house to, like, I'm just, I don't know, fucking walking about like a, not a care in the world, I don't know, frolicking, and then I see someone, like, getting out to, stepping out of the house to, like, hand over the delivery person and the person taking the food are looking at their phones. They don't say hello to each other, or they do, like, barely. It's like the fucking 2020 greeting. Like, oh, hey, how's it going? Good. How are you? Good. In-depth conversation with your community. Very nice. So, it just doesn't really breed, like, much advanced, doesn't foster a good relationship between the community, let's just say. And the, I don't know, just the types of people I always see picking up, like, Uber Eats orders are, like, fucking, it's just really depressing. Over college, over college. I'm fucking going into my second year now. I'm not that old yet. Or my first year of college. There is, what's it called? There was this app called Mobile Order, and my entire friend group and I, our main goal for the semester was to get bitches. No, but our main goal for the semester was to gain as much weight as humanly possible. Hold on, wait, I think I can get that lat spread a little bit better. There we go. So, that's a fucking shameful weak point, bro. I still have to work on that. Anyways, I started off like 6'1", 160, which is a little bit light, and then I ended it at 200. So to gain that 40 pounds, I had to make use of whatever services the school provided. And so there was this option called Mobile Order. You order it, but you have to actually go to the place, because obviously they weren't going to fucking deliver it to you, because everything is like ran by students. Not ran by students, it's ran by the higher ups, but they like use students at slave wages. It's very nice. But so I would mobile order and go and pick the shit up, and even being the one to pick the food up and just like not spend the time at whatever establishment it was, just it just felt like a fucking GTA import-export mission. You go and you pick it up and you come back. Even that felt so soulless. And it gets made infinitely worse. Fucking small space I'm trying to work with. Anyways, it gets infinitely worse when you're not even stepping out of the house. You're not even going to the restaurant to pick it up. You're just fucking getting it delivered. It's not good. It breeds a lot of laziness. So, what is the one exception to this? The one exception to this is you're working, like I said, 12 hours a day, some fucking tech startup. You're like some tech founder, AI founder, and you're like coding 19 hours a day. You don't have time. You're just eating it quickly just to barely sustain yourself. You don't care about anything. And it's like a temporary life choice. Sure. If you know like what the repercussions of it are and like how fucking shoulders are interesting. My entire I have like the joints and like tendons of a fucking 90-year-old sometimes. Like shit cracks every time I roll it. Anyways. So if you have that lifestyle and it's not permanent, then sure, go ahead. You know the repercussions, you know. But if you actually care about what you eat, which should be it for 99% of you, not great, not amazing. Now we get to the food quality, and was that little flick I did, the flick of the wrist. Okay, so a fourth thing I'm just gonna mention before we go over the third thing is that just something I thought of right now. If you're a bodybuilder and you're trying to get your macros, then getting your macros at home and cooking at home is infinitely easier than ordering from like the health. My asshole itches very much, this is why I'm like maneuvering around. Anyways, so if you're trying to hit your macros and you're a bodybuilder, it's so much easier to hit your macros by cooking, because the health restaurants, the health places, they tend to scam you like very hard. It tends to be like $20 salmon bowl, fucking 30 grams of protein, 45 carb, 15 fat. It's like, what the fuck am I paying for? I'm paying for basically air. Like, anyways, so these meal delivery services like Factor and whatever, like what you get for the price is like really laughable when you know how much the actual ingredients cost. It's just fucking really bad, and the food like tastes like shit as well. So I wouldn't recommend that. I wouldn't recommend using the excuse of like, oh, I'm just trying to hit my macros and then it's okay to get food delivered. You can hit your macros better by cooking at home, because now you know exactly. Not only can you fine tune exactly the macros, it's going to be way cheaper for you, and the food is going to be like tasting way better. So now it comes to the food quality. If you're at all worried about plastics, estrogenics, whatever, polyester, I'm wearing fucking polyester shorts right now, unlucky. But basically, if you're worried about any of these things, then should you order delivery? Should you fuck? No. They're gonna deliver it in like, okay, that's like a British expression, by the way, because you may not get it. It's like, will I be, it's like let's say if I wasn't born in the US, and I'm like, will I be president? Will I fuck? So it's like a British expression that I just fucking heard, right? So I'm not, That's not meant to be taken literally. So basically, what was I even talking about? Oh yeah, if you're worried about the polyester stuff, you order it. It comes in like plastic, heated up, sealed, maybe sometimes aluminum if you're lucky. So yeah, the microplastics are gonna fucking leak their way into your food. The other thing is just that some things aren't meant to be stored, sealed for a long time. Like foods that are, what's it called? Like foods that are meant to be crispy at all, like any crispy skin, any toppings, anything that's meant, like any breads, anything that's meant to be crispy, it's gonna get soggy as fuck, unless after by the time I'm recording this, there's like some new technology invented that stops that from being the case. But as of now, the texture is gonna get fucked, and most foods are just not meant to be like delivered. Like pizzas are fine to be delivered; they're nice. They actually benefit, like things like burritos, like and things of that sort. That actually benefit from like a softer, more steamed texture, and like dumplings and whatever the fuck. They do benefit from sitting a bit, and so they're probably fine being delivered. But other things like and anything with a crispy skin, any sort of, especially in like fresh thing that you want either really hot or really cold, because it's gonna like sit in the fucking delivery vehicle. And obviously the food doesn't account for the traffic, so it's just gonna get, sometimes it's gonna be, anyways, I mean, you see the time to deliver on these apps now, but some of these foods are just very, very much not meant to be delivered. Other than that, they're sometimes gonna skimp out on the, well, okay, in the restaurant, we don't put as much effort into delivered orders as orders like made there, like made for here. So we don't put as much effort into to go as the for here, because the to go takes away the whole fun of the plating and the whatever the fuck else, and the presentation is just gonna be shit. And that's a big part of it because you eat with your eyes first. Yeah, that's pretty much everything, and that's pretty much everything in the food quality department. Yeah, it's just not gonna be fun. It's just not gonna be good. So I would much rather recommend that you cook. I'm gonna drag this video out to 1738. Buy my course in the description and the ebook, depending on whether or not I finish writing it by this time. Yes.